Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, January 18th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right now, the ES trading in a very narrow range to begin the week. Yesterday's session here encompasses the Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday range. This one right here is the Wednesday range developing, and we have ourselves a very narrow multi-day range that is developed at highs. We still see an overall uptrend, a short-term uptrend that remains intact. That has not failed yet. At some point, we may see a significant failure of this short-term up move, but until then, we're still seeing further strength to the upside until proven otherwise. Price continues to hold above the previous month's midpoint, and any pullback into that zone could still lead to a buying opportunity for a continuation to 40.85, which is the FOMC key level above from December 14th. We could be looking at a continuation toward that level, perhaps even beyond it in the best case scenario, until a failure occurs. A failure would be a huge push back below this previous month's midpoint. Perhaps that would open up the previous month's low. But as of right now, short-term trend remains to the upside. Very narrow range at the highs that is developed. Could be looking at any dips to be bought for a continuation toward 40.85 over the next several days. If we take a look here at the NQ, very similar price action. A very clear short-term trend to the upside. Started with NFP Friday, outside day up, and been steadily higher ever since. But this thing isn't running away with it to the upside. It's a trend that is a modest up move right now. Very clear that this thing is pushing to the upside, but it only takes one day to really take it all away here. So one big rejection day would change the directional conviction of this market very quickly. As of right now, this market continues to remain on a path toward that December FOMC key level. That's going to be 12.050 up above, maybe 12.060. That level right there, that's from the FOMC key level again from December. We're making our way to that level, and again, any pullback could be an opportunity for bulls to defend and stretch this thing up toward 12K. Failed new lows could be in play as well. So right now, still trending up until proven otherwise. At some point, we may see a big rejection that comes into play. Until then, we could be headed higher toward 12.060 up above that December FOMC key level. If we take a look here at crude oil, this one's up right now, 1.6% right now. This one's also had a very steady up move here over the last week of trading. This thing pushed back above the previous month's midpoint right here, and that has triggered a steady continuation up. We mentioned before that this could continue higher here, but 83.50 is the top of that range. 83.50. We could still see strength up to that point. 83.50 could then turn prices back down towards 72, as this market has been within that range for the last 2 months. Now, if price is able to push through 83.50 up here, it opens up the upper portion of this market structure into 94. 93.50. So you have all of this price action that could be in play if price can overcome 83.50 down the road. Until then, this strength right now could still be hit with a bit of selling pressure at the edge, which could push this thing right back down. So looking for strength up toward 83.50, and then we'll see how the market responds to that level. Taking a look now at gold futures. Gold right now up about 0.8%. Failed new low developing here today, and a continuation to the upside remaining intact. Again, gold has been one of the most bullish commodities here, or markets in general, over the last quarter plus. Very solid start to the year. Failed new low developing here today, continuing to hold above the 8-period average. This thing appears poised to make its move across the range toward 2000. So what we mentioned before was 1900 was going to be the gateway. If price could push through 1900, it opens up the new market structure up above from 1900 to 2000. So right now, we've seen price push below the previous session's low, hit 1900 from above, and bounce. And that right there suggests more strength ahead until proven otherwise. Continue to watch 1900 for signs of a failure. Lastly, taking a look here at the YM. The YM right now showing a little bit of a disconnection against the NQ and the ES and even the Russell 2000, while the others closed at or around the highs of the day or back up within the range. This one closed below the prior day's low. Big time down move here overall, but still remaining within this soft up move so far. So while the NQ and the ES have outpaced the Dow here so far to begin the year, this one's still hanging in there. It's still seeing a defense of the previous session's low. It's still attempting to hold the previous month's midpoint. All of that here could suggest a continuation up with the FOMC key level above at 34,617 and perhaps some overflow to the upside. So right now we still have about 600 more points to go get to that level. If price can continue to hold this edge, there could be another bounce back to that point. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.